So the Neurophone was invented by Gillis Patrick Flanagan in about, I think, 1951, 52. He was 14 years old at the time when he invented this. And how it came about was he we used to read a lot, voracious reader. He's a genius. He was written up in Life magazine as being one of the greatest living geniuses of our time or something like that. And there's so many stories about him. He's invented over 300 or 400 different tools and devices over the years. And one of the things he invented, his earliest inventions, was the Neurophone. I could tell you so many stories about Flanagan, but we'll focus on the Neurophone. It is probably one of the most incredible devices invented in our time. That's debatable, but it has such a profound impact on humanity. Here it can. Once more and more people know about this device. It was first put on the market in 1962, and it was pulled off the market because people were discovering they were becoming more and more psychic, and that was like not supposed to happen, And it's explainable in science now what was really happening, but at the time it was just shocking to people. So it was pulled off the market. It was put on the market as a learning device. When you listen to material through the Neurophone, it goes into long-term memory, and it's an alternate channel into the brain. It bypasses the 8th cranial nerve, which is the auditory nerve. How Dr. Flanagan invented it was when he was 14 or younger, 13, 14, he would read this science fiction story about this guy who would put on a device and listen to the news at night. So when he woke up the next day, he'd know everything that was going on in the world, and he wouldn't have to waste time reading the paper or whatever. So he'd leave the radio on playing through this device. And so he said, Flanagan said, boy, it'd really be great to have one of those. So somehow it came to him a way to do that. And he basically took apart a TV set and a stereo and wired this thing together, and he could actually hear through the skin. And that's how it works. A person you can actually hear through your skin by placing these ultrasonic electrodes to your skin. It's no pain or anything involved. Very low power. What it does is it modulates sound on an ultrasonic carrier. Ultrasonic, it's the same way dolphins hear. Dolphins can send out an ultrasonic burst of energy, and from the backscatter, they can get a mental image of their entire surroundings. So people can do that too. The skin is very smart. It can see, the skin can hear, and in fact in Qigong, some forms of Qigong and Tai Chi, there's what's called seeing Qigong, where you're, there are different names for it, where you're blindfolded, but you can see everything in the room through your skin, and that can actually be taught. You can actually learn to discern colors and objects. The human biosystem is amazing what it can do, obviously. So that's been taught by the Russians, and it was brought forth by Sheila and Ostrander in their book Psychic Discoveries Behind the Iron Curtain, and some of the subsequent books. But anyway, what Flanagan discovered about the Neurophone was that people can actually learn things without focusing on it. Let's say, for instance, if you're an actress and you have a script or something you want to memorize, you can record that script, play it through the Neurophone while you're watching TV or while you're driving around or whatever. And people have learned languages that way. Hungarian is one great story of a guy who learned Hungarian by listening to the tape through the Neurophone. Without that, for affirmations, you can record an affirmation and play that over and over and change habits quickly, very quickly, without going through the full-on ritual of whatever, So it has a way of accessing the core, what Dr. Flanagan calls the core of consciousness. And he'll just say that, not kind of like throw it out there. It's like, I did the core of consciousness. And then you go, what? You can actually, and when you can communicate with that core of consciousness that we all share, it may be possible to affect your reality.
Subconsciously changing your mind?
Consciously and subconsciously. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you can actually do that. And that's one of the lesser known. That's not one of the selling points of the Neurophone. That's one of the side effects. The selling point is that it's for relaxation and meditation. You can listen to pink noise through the Neurophone, and in 3 minutes, everything is okay. You can feel it. So that's what we're going to demonstrate here.
So what is the definition of pink noise? I've heard of white noise.
Yeah.
Sure. Well, white noise is just that brash kind of like when you take a TV set back in the old days when we had TV sets with dials on them, like a few years ago, you put it on a station that's not broadcasting, and then you turn that noise up. You see it. The screen is like all just staticky. Staticky. Yeah, right. And that's the sound of white noise. It's that brash sound. Pink noise is more like what you hear in with the shower on or the ocean waves. It's low frequency and high frequency, but they're all at the same power. It's very calming. In fact, you can listen to pink noise in an environment and go into alpha state. Alpha state's when your brain waves are about 8 cycles a second, and you're just zoning out. That staring out a window, kind of not thinking about anything. Pink noise can put you in that. I use it to filter out other noise, and I live right now in an environment where it's kind of noisy, so I have 5 surround sound speaker system, and I turn on the pink noise, and I can't hear anything in the environment. So pink noise is very low frequency and high frequency, full spectrum sound, all at the same power. Whereas white noise is just mostly high, mid-range to high. It's just high. So that's it. And that's why in the shower, one of the reasons that in the shower you feel more, it's the sound, the full experience. Yeah, you feel, and you can sing and stuff. Yeah, so that's it. So this has a built-in pink noise generator. There's a switch that automatically puts out pink noise. You can listen to headphones and the Neurophone at the same time. So let me show you these. This is the actual, these are the electrodes. And if you want to put that, it's and we'll just demonstrate this real quick. This is the Neurophone output, and you can also, this one you can listen to just like this. It's portable, and
where should I put these?
Oh, okay, I'll show you just a second. So I'm going to put this on pink noise setting and have the volume real low. So you can put this anywhere. If you do that, you can hear. You might be able to hear it. Little sizzle sound. Yeah. Okay. That's the molecules of my skin vibrating with the ultrasonics. So you can place them on the temple like that, and or you can hold one and place it there, and you can. There's also a headband that you can. Let's see. There, I think that one's good. That you can place. And so what you do is you put the headband on and slide them under the.
So you don't have to hold them.
Yeah, that's right. So you don't have to hold them. You can sit or whatever. So yeah. So let me see if you can hear this first. You can place it right there. I'm going to turn it down. And what? Okay. Let me know when you're kind of hearing.
I can hear it.
Okay. Now, if you close your ears, like if you hold them with one finger and you close your ears with the thumb, or however, you'll notice. And now you can't hear me.
I can still hear it.
Yeah, good. You'll notice that the sound may sound like it's coming from the center of your brain, not outside anywhere. It's coming from inside. Is that?
Yes.
Okay.
It sounds like a stereo speaker is hissing in my head.
Okay. Yeah. Exactly. Okay. That's it. Okay. You want to try it out? So we can do. Yeah. So what we do. What that is in the inner ear there's an organelle called the saccule. The saccule is responsible for us hearing ultrasonic sounds. Every mammal has a saccule. The saccule has nerve roots in both hemispheres of the brain, left and right, and so it's responsible for that. That's how dolphins hear. One of the things about dolphins is when they blast you with ultrasonic sound, they want to find out what you are. You can pick that up and you can feel it, but it also throws your biosystem into balance right away whenever you have something that your saccule is processing. So that's why a lot of autistic kids in that have such a positive response with dolphins in that, because it's like, wow, the finally somebody gets me. They're finally communicating and all of that. But anyway, so if you want to, now let's try it with, we'll play a little music through that, and that way you can hear what it sounds like with music.
Can I place it anywhere on my skin?
Yes. Now, over time, you'll be able to hear with it, like you can hold one, like on your, hold one like on your temple, and you can place it, like you can hold that there, and you'll still be able to hear. Over time of listening through the Neurophone, you can have both of them on your ankles, or I use SP23. It's a point on the rib, right under the rib cage. It's a acupressure point. You can place it on acupressure points. One really good spot for stress is on the back of the neck, the
traps.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And as long as it's not on the hair, it should be okay. And you can, right. So I've got 2 of these. When groups of people meditate with the Neurophone, the minds kind of link. So it's a possibility of affecting the world for positive change when groups of people meditate. Or we've done manifestation type exercises. A friend needed a car, so everybody in the group, this is years ago with my first Neurophone. This is my 3rd one. It had a different form back then. It was a different model, and so it wasn't this cool little case. But there were several of us meditating at once. We all had electrodes kind of into a junction box, and someone needed a car, and so we said, okay, let's just meditate on a car. Get this person getting a car, and we did that for maybe 10 minutes, and within like 3 weeks, out of the blue, it was the weirdest thing. Storm blew through, tree fell. Let's see if I can remember the story right. The tree fell, destroyed someone's car. The insurance paid much more for it was her boyfriend, her boyfriend's car. The insurance paid much more so they were able to buy 2 cars. So all of a sudden, he got a new car, she got a new car, and it was just one of those funny things. Don't know if it was actually connected to us all visualizing Angie getting her new car or not, but it was just really weird, really kind of cool.
Pretty coincidental.
Yeah,
not.
very, very coincidental. Yeah. So
I can feel this relaxing me.
You can? You can?
I can feel myself kind of zoning out.
Yeah, it's not just me talking. No. Okay, great. That's good. Yeah, it's really interesting. So what I was thinking we would do is let you 2 just sit and listen and for like 3 minutes or so. I'll do a timer, and then we'll come back and do some feedback. Okay.
All right. Got it right.
So I'm going to disconnect that real quick. Plug that into there. And there's there. Oh, also, maybe I should show the music as well. That's really interesting. Let me play, I'm going to switch over and do music. Now this is music. And, yeah, so when you pull it, just try to pull it by the round part instead of this might be such a low output. Are you able to hear music? Anything through that?
Yeah.
Okay, great. And if you close your ears, you'll hear it a little better.
I hear it
over
right
time.
Here.
And over time, you'll hear it'll move around, and then it will settle, and you'll be able to hear it more and fuller.
Does it also depend on the type of key and tone it has? Because I've seen research done at Johns Hopkins where they brain map using MRIs and similar medical tools, and they can actually watch the chemistry of the brain change as somebody listens to a different genre of music. Is this similar as far as where I'm going to hear it?
As far as where you're going to hear it, no. It will eventually, over time, it'll sound like it's coming from the center of your head, or it'll move around depending on your skin, the stress, not skin, but the stress in your body is manifests in the skin tightness and other muscular tightness and armoring and blocking. As that relaxes, you'll notice the sound moves around. When it centers, you'll know you're centered. And That's just one of the. So, and also I want to mention if you don't use the headbands because if you by nature if you press too hard on especially this acumeridian, you can kind of give yourself a tension headache. Even though it's good for relieving tension headaches, to massage it. But that's a really good spot.
What was interesting was, like, I can't hear anything right now. I can't hear any music.
Mm-hmm.
Then when I put it here,
yeah, you can hear.
I start to hear like percussion.
Mm-hmm.
When I close my ears, I hear keyboards.
Oh, okay. Uh-huh.
I can hear like a keyboard, kind of like a xylophone sound.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm playing here. Yeah, it's different resonances.
But that's what's really interesting is that
Mm-hmm.
you think that, your ears are still doing the hearing.
Right.
And then you plug your ears and you hear more.
Yeah, interesting. Fascinating.
Wait, put yours back on.
Yeah, you'll hear, because you're both kind of electrically connected, it's going to change
I
the
hear
voltage
better when
levels.
yours is on. Like, watch. I'm going to take mine off.
Yeah, it's the voltage thing. It's going through you. It's trying to feed both of you right now. And
Okay.
Yeah. Here, I'll show you another thing with it. If you just give me one of these, you can hold one like that on your temple, right? And so this is like when you're meditating with two people, you have to hold it and then there. Now you can. The skin is conducting the signal, right? See?
Oh my gosh!
Yeah. So for healing.
This is cool.
Yeah. For healing, all the acumeridians terminate in the fingertips. So you can, if you want to meditate with someone and heal or whatever, that's one of the neat things to do.
Check this out.
Yeah.
You have to do this.
Yeah,
with
go
me.
for it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Oh my gosh. That's so weird.
Mm. Yeah. So you're hearing the music when you're touching.
Yeah.
More. It gets louder.
Very, very faint.
Yeah.
And then when she does that, it's like surround sound again.
Yeah. Cool.
It's bizarre.
That's a neurophone. So do we want to do a 5 minute of just meditating or listening to?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, I'll give you two. Okay, and then we'll just do that, and I'll switch it over to pink noise, unless you want to hear some more music. I don't have a lot of.
Should we try it in different spots?
Yeah, here if you sit with the headbands on, it'll be a lot more comfy, I think. That way you can do whatever.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And it looks so good.
Very 80s.
Yeah.
I didn't know she wore my high tops today.
Yeah. I taught the
You're very 80s.
I feel like I should make my hair a little bigger with this thing on.
Yeah.
Very flash dance of you.
Linda Ronstadt. Sorry. Okay, so.
Velcro went the wrong way. Already making my hair bigger.
So fade out the music. And then we'll fill in with make sure.
Gosh, I was born in the wrong decade.
Yeah. The 80s were cool, man. Okay, so let me know when you're okay with the sound.
I hear it.
Okay, all right. So we'll set a timer for 3 minutes. I guess I don't know if we want to film it or we can do a cross, what do you call it, time lapse thing. Just relax.
Is there a way we should sit?
Whatever is comfortable. Yeah. However you feel. Find my timer here. Okay.
I feel very relaxed.
Yeah, I feel like it was easier to think. Like it was easier to focus on my thoughts and anything I was thinking about, or if I was trying not to think. It was just it was easier to focus with the pink noise rather than if it was just silent.
Okay.
Because my mind was more focused.
More focused.
Yeah.
How in your body? Anything?
I was very relaxed.
Yeah.
It was very relaxing.
Yeah. Pink noise has that effect, and on the system, just listening to pink noise, ocean waves, that kind of thing, has that relaxing effect. And then with the neurophone, what happens? I don't want to suggest. I was gonna see if your whole biosystem feels that. And
every little noise I could hear a lot more. Like right now, I'm only able to really focus on what we're doing now, but when that was happening, I could hear little noises outside that I don't even notice right now.
Oh, okay.
It just kind of brush off.
Yeah, that's probably also because
it's like hypersensitive almost.
I was focused on like my thoughts and like clearing my mind and being focused, and I felt like I could actually just keep one train of thought, whereas usually if I'm trying to fall asleep or something, my thoughts jump from one thing to another.
Yeah, sure.
So it was like being able to have one conscious focus.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's one of the benefits of meditation and neurophonic meditation. Is what happens is after a while, your biosystem goes into that, your body, mind system. You do that automatically. So, like a lot of devices out there, it doesn't become a crutch, where I've got to find my neurophone. It's more, that balance, that relaxed focus becomes profound. And that's that system. When you're in meditation, you get into that zone a lot quicker. When you're sensitive to the outside noises and things, but it doesn't really affect you. You notice them, and you're there. You're right there. So it's a tool that can enhance our ability to be more of what we can be in a very balanced way. So that's the Neurophone. I see them on eBay every now and then. They doesn't sell them. They're not like this isn't to sell neurophones. This is just to demonstrate technology and how we can. How there are some very beneficial tools that are being invented and that have been invented and suppressed. This first came out on the market and it was suppressed. Not the 62 version I mentioned, but the 68 version came out, and there was a war going on then, a big one, and that's when it.
So you were talking about how group meditation and the ability to sort of connect with each other and have a stronger ability to focus and meditate with technology like the Neurophone, how that can affect a larger amount of people.
Right. One of the things that's happening now is since the advent of the internet, and that's an example where and tools that are components of the interweb, the internet, like Twitter and all of that, where we have instant, real-time information. That in technology, we just recreate ourselves. Basically, that's all there is to it. Computers, everything. It's just recreating ourselves. One of the things that we can do is have universal communication. One common denominator is the way we think and the way we feel, and we're all human and all of that. We all have the same biosystem and so forth. And the sixth sense or whatever, which is enhanced by using tools like the Neurophone, this intuition, we can get instantaneous feedback from the universe and from our partners and friends, our network, social network, of how they're feeling. So as we move along life with our pods, like a dolphin, a pod, in a dolphin pod, when one dolphin knows something, the entire pod knows it instantly. It's through their communication system. For humans, a lot of times we have to filter out all the noise, go into some deep level of meditation before we get into that cosmic consciousness or whatever, that unity where you instantly are enlightened, or you know that you're all one, you feel that. And that's how, with meditating with the Neurophone, because it communicates. It has a way of communicating directly to the core of consciousness in a person or a group of people simultaneously. There's one way of meditating that you can affect change very quickly, and that's where we're all accelerating towards something, some global enlightenment or whatever. So that's where the Neurophone can have its base. That's why I say it's one of the most powerful inventions in the 20th century, one of the most incredible inventions, because what you two are doing, listening simultaneously, if we were to meditate on a focus, it could be something as simple as, I wish this war would stop or whatever. People would communicate better so they wouldn't have to have this war or whatever. That would enhance that. So it's one of the things that's happening in our world. So two people or more, when you're physically and mentally linked together, the power is exponential. It goes exponential the more people that are simultaneously meditating. You've heard of group meditation where people sit in a room and they meditate or whatever. When they're in complete synchrony, which is what one of the things the Neurophone does, or in an environment that is completely harmonious, and like a sweat lodge, for instance. A sweat lodge, one of the reasons for that is everyone breathes the same, and you're doing the same chanting and the same meditation around fire in the middle, the pyramid, fire in the middle. That's group meditation, very powerful group meditation. So a shaman or a lohan, someone teaching, their words are heard, and it goes directly into your being, and you can meditate, and you can affect change. And that's what that's like a sweat lodge. But this is like a electronic sweat lodge when you're all connecting to the same core, making change. So that's what that's about. When everyone is in agreement on something, you meditate on it together, and you can affect things outside of yourself, or is it inside yourself? Who knows? It's all the same. That's what the realization is. So, I don't know if that really answers your question, but it's kind of a winding answer. But yeah, yeah. Any other questions on that? Okay, great.